Jacob from Alt Rock Live. We're here with Dayshell. How's it going, guys?
Doing well, man. How are you doing?
Why don't you all introduce yourselves, names, what you do in the band?
I'm Jordan Wood. I play bass.
Martinez, I play drums.
I'm Shayley.
So you guys are on the Started From the Bottom Now We Hear tour right now with I See Stars and The Word Alive. How's the tour been so far? Who wants to comment on that?
It's actually been really good, surprisingly good for what it is. It's kind of shocking for us. Finally, the album dropped 2 weeks ago, so we're getting a great response so far. So good, you know. And it's actually really cool to actually have kids singing along to our jams rather than watching YouTube videos and all that BS. So it's kind of cool. It kind of feels good to actually have the kids sing the songs.
Yeah.
So.
So feedback from critics and fans for the new album has been positive?
Yeah, I mean, overall, definitely, it's been, I would be close to say almost 100% positive, just especially from the fans that have been with us since the beginning. Like, they're eating it up. It's really cool to see the response, and it's been a year and 10 months in the making, so there's been a lot of kids waiting for it. So we're very excited to finally have new music out where we can, kids can finally hear what this band is fully about, and we have music to play on tour finally that kids know the words for, so it's cool. And this is a great tour for us as well. I'm stoked.
Yeah, a bunch of great bands. Definitely come out. If it's coming to a city near you, check it out. Now, I have a question for Shayley. When you left of Mice and Men, it seems like to me that you were kind of going through a troublesome time. What was that process of healing and getting your head back on straight like afterwards?
Basically, it was this guy right here. And it was just a situation of just finding yourself, going back to your roots. Like I always say, like people that you grew up with, that people that understand you, people that they don't make you feel bad about your faults. I pride myself, and I'm sure the whole band does. We don't make each other feel bad about our faults. We embrace them. We embrace the positivity about correcting, rather than putting you down. And that's what breaks people. Every time you fucking put somebody down, you know what I mean. Like there's a difference between productive criticism and unproductive criticism. And I felt like prior to this band, I got a lot of unproductive criticism that just made me want to do worse. When I got to the point where I was like, you know what, they're not gonna fucking nobody that's surrounding me at this point in time in my life is gonna help me. I need to find productive criticism, and that's where this guy came in, and that's where my brother came in, and now it's fucking awesome, like. I'm still not perfect. I'll never will be. None of us will be. But the fact that I'm with people that accept me and understand me and will put me in my place in the right way, not the wrong way, that's priceless. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
Well, we're all happy that you're back and doing music and doing your thing, man. That's what you were made for. So back to the debut album. What song was the most challenging, either like emotionally or technically, to write, and why?
Fuck, that's actually a weird question.
That's a good question.
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh man, I mean, they're all so different. That's like when we were writing the album. That's like something we would definitely approach. We wanted every song to be, its own entity in itself. So
right.
I mean, yeah, like no songs are really the same. I don't know which one. I don't know. I mean, for me, maybe some of the heavier songs were a little tougher, just because it's just writing in the studio and stuff. Like
I think that the most difficult songs for me, after producing and creating these songs, was for one was Waste of Space, which is the song that he wrote, and I really had to sit back and think about the lyrics, because this song's powerful to me, and if I fucking cop it out, it's just not gonna be that good. So we had to really sit back and think about it, and we took time. Actually, we left the studio without it finished, and I finished it in a different studio to make sure it was, you know, properly done. You know what I mean? And I think to me that was the hardest song. But other than that, like, kind of was cake. Just getting the record done. It's always about the final touches, you know, and what song to make it make sense for us. Like, it has nothing to do with drums or vocals. Usually it's vocals, but I'm not saying like, yeah, I'm the fucking guy that makes the fucking song. But no, I mean, like, we have to really think about it, you know. Vocals complete the puzzle. You know, if I fuck up on my vocals, then the song's fucking doo-doo. We don't want a doo-doo song, you know.
No doo-doo.
No doo-doo songs. But yeah, so I think
I could see that. Yeah, that was one that you came home and you had to sit back and think about it, and it's probably the most beautiful song on the album, so it was worth it for sure.
yeah.
What was the writing process like for the new record? You want to comment on that, Jordan? There you go.
Yeah, it was actually very interesting. We went there and we recorded with about, I would say, 6 ideas, and, you know, what did we say? No, I'm just kidding. So we went there probably with like 5 solid songs. These guys actually wrote prior, you know, just pieces and just random shit that we went there with, that they had prior to me even being there. And we finally made our way to New York, and we kind of just all sat in a room and just kind of started putting all these pieces, and then just writing pieces and putting it together. So it was interesting, but at the end of the day, I think it was, to me personally, the writing process of like sitting in the room with us 3 wasn't that bad. You know, once we got to sit there and like get into our jive and look at each other and be like, no, you know, like, we're pretty much on the spot, you know, trying to pull this out of our ass. And I think we actually did pretty good. Like, I think at the end of the day, like, to me, the prior question, you said Avatar would probably be the hardest song for me, because I think we wanted that song to be like one of our prized possessions, you know. So I felt like that one was a little more rough for us to write wise, like hard song wise, but the process wasn't too bad. You know, the living situation wasn't the best, so that obviously there's a bunch of things that put dampers on. Yeah. So but to me, the whole writing thing about it wasn't so bad, but just there were certain situations that put dampers on the situation as well, that obviously mentally and physically that can mess with you in those situations.
That'd be awesome. I think it was a huge bonding experience for the trifecta, we like to call, you know, the Triforce. You know, we were away for years, and we came back, you know, because prior to this band, we were in a band when we were like in high school, touring, and I left and I did the whole My Cement experience, but we came back to each other and we went in the studio, and we ended up discovering each other, finding these elements that we want to bring to the table, and really getting in depth and in tune with everything that we wanted. And it that record is everything that we've ever would want right now, at least. Yeah. Like for the songs, the tones, the experience sucked, but you know, it is what it is. You know, but other than that, like we found each other. And we got in depth with our true spirit of a soul of music, you know, and we did what we fucking wanted to do. We're not writing songs for anybody. We're writing songs because we fucking like that kind of music, and it's kind of working right now. So, you know, let's see what happens. You know,
Definitely.
I got no complaints.
It was definitely an awesome experience, like, for the 3 of us, just to bond and be stuck in the same situation and having to see each other 24/7. You know, it definitely was the last thing we needed to continue on after this album, you know, to keep building this band. So, yeah, I'm stoked with everything. Definitely super proud of the album.
Now, Shayley, in the past you've done collaborations with artists such as Sleeping with Sirens. Do you have any collaborations planned in the near future that you can talk about?
No, I don't really like doing collaborations unless it's like Sleeping with Sirens, or like, you know, one of my best friends, that band in general. Like I watched them grow. You know, like My Cement was on the top, they were on the bottom and now they're here, and here's the Mice and Men. It's like it's shitstorm, but super fucking stoked for both bands in general. But I did that because Kellen hit me up, and it was just an awesome opportunity for us as a band for not having a record out, and 2, I get to sing with my dog, you know, my homie, and I get to be on their album. Like, that's fucking flattering, dude. He's like the nicest guy in the fucking world, but there is no collaborations coming up. I've had opportunities, but I've shot them down. But if it's gonna be, the next opportunity it's gonna be with fucking Chino from the Deftones or something. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple.
What's the craziest thing that you guys have seen on tour so far?
We just got our trailer broken into. That's pretty much the worst thing that's happened so far. We got like 4 guitars stolen right outside of my house in a matter of like 30 minutes just a couple days ago. That's probably the worst thing that's happened, craziest. But I mean, other than that, we just started this tour, so it's still fresh. But it's cool because collectively we've toured with The Word Alive and Icy Stars, you know, for the past, we've known them since the last 6 years. So it's cool that we're able to do this tour with a bunch of friends, and it's a good time. It's good vibes all around. So we're stoked to be on it. We're all stoked to wake up every day and play these shows. So that's always good, especially on the road.
Yeah, that's terrible that your guys' van got broken into. I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah,
it's shitty.
Just one of those things. Just shitty people out there, you know, stealing from nice people. But it's karma, you know. And everything worked out. We got some replacement guitars and stuff. So in the end, you know, we took the situation and handled it, and we're not stopping. Still going. So
if you're the thief and you're watching this, that's to you. What does the future hold for Dayshell, other than touring?
Close it out.
The future holds the world. I got the whole world in my ass, you know what I mean? No, in my hands, you know. I don't know. We're just gonna try to see, you know. We're just gonna try, just like everyone else, and see what happens. We're just gonna write music from the heart, do a better album next time around, broad our horizon of how do you say that? Like musical
song. I don't know. Yeah, broad your horizon of music.
Broad our horizon of music, and see what happens. You know, like I don't know. We'll see. I mean, everybody that's watching this, like, just stick with us, man. You know, we're gonna do it. We're not stopping. Nobody's gonna stop us. Even thieves. No. Even thieves. But fuck the shit out of you to do it to me again.
All right, last but not least, Alt Rock Live is a website for the fans. Speaking to them, who wants to close up the interview?
Jordan does. What was it again?
Who wants, speaking to the fans, how do you want to close up the interview?
If you haven't got the album, please do yourself a favor and go buy that shit and support us, please. Pretty, please.
And we love you. And we fucking love you to death. And whoever bought the album is watching us, thank you so much. We are Dayshell, and take it easy, you know?
Thanks for having us, man. We really appreciate it.
All right, yeah, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you so much.